Pull up a stool and pour yourself a pint as you're about to join three intrepid drinkers, Kevin, Justin, and Mark, as they embark on another Beertastic voyage.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Beertastic Voyage. My name is Kevin.
Hi, I'm Mark.
And I am Justin.
All right. And today we are revisiting our friends at Lithology Brewing Company, who we originally saw back in episode number 27.
Yep.
A long time ago.
Seems many moons ago.
Yes.
More than a year, in fact.
That's true. It's true. I feel like we can now start referring to things almost like in not season 1 or season 2, but like maybe we can get an annoyingly complex formula and be like, all right, just take the number, divide by 4, and add 52, and there you go. Now you'll get the number that we need.
It was
And that's what episode it is in Kelvin.
It may have still been one of those episodes where you sounded like you were in a cave. Like, that's how old it was.
Yeah, it's about we were still learning, how to use electronic recording devices at that
Yes,
point.
and some might say we still are.
And that would be correct.
That would be absolutely fair.
Yes, it would be very accurate.
But
we drink beer, people. We don't make audio.
That's true.
Drinking beer is the main purpose.
Not audio text.
Yeah.
Not audio text. And if we ever got an audio tech, we would just try to bribe them with beer anyway, so I don't imagine they would do the rest work for us anyway.
No, probably not.
No, they'd be sloshed.
Yeah. I'm just going to blend this.
So, if I remember correctly, Lithology, we love them. Well, I love them because they calculated their IBUs to two decimal places.
That's true. They did. I remember them being oddly specific in their calculations. Them having probably the first double IPA that I had that I went, oh my god, this is amazing.
Right. With 26 IBUs. If I remember correctly.
The lie detector. The LIE detector.
Yes.
But the LIE is a lie. Especially when the sign says, like, traffic moving well.
Right.
Like you're lying to me. I know it's not.
The person that shows up twice a week to change that sign didn't come in today.
Yeah.
Well, no, actually, they're upstate in, what town is it? I forget.
Yeah.
I've seen the control room, though.
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty sweet looking.
Bumblefucksville.
Yeah, well, it's like...
Or is it something kill?
Yeah, it's definitely in that area.
Okay.
If it's not, in fact, in a kill, it is adjacent to a kill.
Adjacent to a kill. There you go. The other beer that I remember we had from them is the Rockhammer Vanilla Porter, which was really delicious.
And also their brown ale, which is, the favorite. We've had twice now.
Yes, we did enjoy that one.
As much as I like those beers, and I've had other ones that I like, and I can't remember having one that I didn't, I don't drink enough of their beers, so I'm really pumped to have a selection from them now.
I feel like we don't see them out at the events that often.
Maybe they're just always at the wrong end of the event by the time you get there.
That's very possible.
Well, I remember visiting them at the Craft Classic last year at a Hector.
Yeah.
But aside from that, they don't because we mostly go to the smaller events too, like the Taps and Talons, and they definitely haven't been at Taps and Talons.
Right.
Taps and Talons was really cool. I enjoyed that one this past summer. I'm looking forward to that one again.
Oh yeah, that's I don't know, if my kid were born that day, I probably would just tell him it was a different day. I love that event. But if that were his birthday, I'd be like, no, your birthday's tomorrow. Don't be silly.
Yeah. Dad, we've been celebrating it on this day for 12 years. No, I've been lying to you.
Right.
You're mistaken, son.
Yeah.
That's right. So we kind of kept it to the darker side of the beers, and today we have more lighter beers. Like, Mark, you grabbed a Mexican lager, New England IPA, and what was the last one?
A Pilsner.
And a Pilsner. So we're keeping it really light this time.
Yeah, it's appropriate.
It's easier to argue over the SRM when they're light, so I think that's why Mark did that.
That's very possible.
Well, and also my choices were limited as far as what I could get a growler of, so
that
definitely played into it.
Yeah, they have a cool, you were saying that the Hefe and also the New England IPA they did with their yeast that they've cultured, right?
Yeah, they call it their Renegade series. They actually, if I recall correctly from reading their Instagram posts, they, I don't remember what the original source of the yeast was, but they ended up isolating 2 different strains of yeast. And, they use one for, like, one of them they're using for the New Englands, the Hefeweizens, and then the other one they're using for more of, like, their IPAs and pale ales.
That's cool. It's obviously we plan on at some point separating out the the yeast from the beach plum that we got.
Yeah, I'll do that at some point.
Yeah, that's one of many projects.
Which I'm just going to call them out, right now. North Fork Brewing Company.
Oh my God.
There you go.
I wasn't sure if we were.
I wasn't
doing
sure
this.
if we were going to create actual internet beef, but I'm down with it. Let's do it.
Yeah, we'll see what happens with it. I don't know when you captured your yeast off of beach plum, but I want to know where you got that idea from, because I started talking about it almost a year ago.
Well, it's also my feeling on it. They have a beach plum from up there. We have a beach plum from Long Beach. They're different beach plums, so they're probably different yeast.
North Fork beach plums versus South Shore beach plums.
Yes.
Fire Island beach plums.
Fire Island. I keep saying Long Beach because I'm an asshole. That's the only excuse I have.
Oh, good point. Different island.
Yes, Fire Island. So, I feel like our yeast will be far more fabulous, but we'll see.
Yes,
Fabulous.
definitely.
Just trying to
Might have a
sell
little
that
cherry
slide,
flavor. Might have a little cherry flavor too. Who knows?
but-
Yeah.
It's fucked up. All right. With that,
You brought it up.
Yeah, I know.
You brought it up.
I know,
I
but
just
you-
piled on.
yeah, exactly. Then you just, you just stack the jug a little higher, and then it fell down. Okay. So from what I understand, the Mexican lager we have here is the Puebla, right?
Yes.
Do we have any stats on this? Actually, we must have stats on this.
I mean, it's 5.1. The little tag tells me it's 5.1% ABV, but that's about it.
No, I mean,
It
it's-
is 18.3 IBUs. 18.30.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Yeah.
18.30 IBUs, 5.1% ABV.
Now I'm intrigued by this because this will be the first craft Mexican lager I've had.
And, it's hard to see from,
Yeah.
No, it's
but in
not.
parentheses it says lime optional.
Yeah, very optional.
What about the one from
Oh, Fire Island.
Fire Island.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm like-
That's true. It is. I mean, yeah.
Isla del Fuego.
Yeah, that's true. I have had, that was the first one I've had, but I haven't had many of them, and I want to make one. You know what I mean? Like I make an oatmeal stout. I've had a shitload of oatmeal stouts, and part of the problem with Mexican lagers is when you look up what is it, everyone's like, yeah, it's a Vienna lager but lighter. But then everyone I've ever seen made by a home brewer has always basically been a Vienna lager. It hasn't actually been light enough to me to be a Mexican lager.
Well, you mean when you say light enough, you mean light enough in the color or light
Color,
enough in the
yeah.
flavor?
Color.
Okay.
Yeah. This is what I would envision it looking like, and obviously I think the Isla del Fuego was leaving a little lighter than this, which
Yeah.
is what I liked.
Yeah,
This one's almost got that little bit of honey tone to it,
yeah,
which is nice.
but it's pretty, and I'm going to say it's damn tasty.
Yeah.
I've been sampling on this for a while now because Justin had some computer problems.
Yeah, I went through the first sample and poured out some more. I think we all did that.
Yes.
We were like, ooh,
Yeah.
this is good.
And I needed a beer. I wanted to drink a beer before I left the house to come here, but I was like sort of defeating the purpose. Like, let's hold off a little bit. I don't get a lot of aroma on it, maybe a little bit of biscuitiness.
Yeah, there's not
But
a ton.
Yeah.
There's not a ton. I get like the little biscuit and the taste of it, and that's about it. Not
I get a hint of like maybe citrus from hops.
Maybe, yeah.
let me
They,
stir it up a little bit, see if I can get something.
the carbonation is also definitely a little bit lower than what it was coming out of the tap because it's coming out of a growler.
Yeah. I sort of take that into account.
Yeah,
right away.
The citrus that you're talking about here kind of comes off a little bit more like lime or almost like uzu.
Yeah.
I know you like uzu. Uzu is the lone citrus that you enjoy.
Right.
But it kind of, but it's a more mild, almost melon citrus thing going on.
Yeah.
Um,
I get a little, as it's warming in my hand, I'm kind of like palming it with my big palm to make it a little bit warmer to,
your meat hook's getting around
to
there.
get another layer of flavor. But you get a little bit of the citrus in the finish as it warms. So very, very, very little bit.
Yeah, but I really like it. It finishes nice and crisp,
Yeah.
which makes me want to go back for the next sip right away.
This is really, really good. I hope mine turns out like this, and then I throw tequila oak in there and fuck the whole thing up probably, but we'll see.
No, that's just straight up chugging beer, man.
Yeah.
Like
Lawnmower beer to the extreme.
Party beer. Everybody hand it to anybody. They're going to be happy. The cranky old man that's annoyed that you don't. Yeah, annoyed that you don't have the Schlitz for him. Whatever.
Well, no, it's the highlight, but whatever. Yeah, close enough.
Go ahead, give him this, and I can't see that you complain about it.
Oh no, or my mother with her Miller Lite.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is really tasty. I'll kick off the ratings. I mean, I'm going to give it a growler. It has enough flavor where I want to keep drinking it, and because of the finish and the tiny bit of complexity. I could probably drink a fair bit of it, especially on memorial barbecues and shit like that.
Yeah, I mean, it has a good sweetness to it, but it also finishes like really crisp and dry. So yeah, I just want to keep drinking more of it. I think I'm gonna go keg on this, honestly.
Oh wow!
Really?
Yeah,
Damn.
I would like to have this.
You said growler, right?
Yes, it did.
I would like to have this on hand.
Yeah. I'm gonna second the growler from Justin. Like this is, like I said, this is party time, barbecue beer. Just go nuts, start drinking this, and drink it all day, and not worry about it, and enjoy it. I don't feel like it's gonna change the flavor as you go. I don't think it's gonna sour on you. Just like all of a sudden your stomach's gonna be like, oh man, I don't want more of these.
No,
I want more.
I feel like it's so light. I'm digesting it as I drink it.
But at the same point,
Like it's just kind of like going in and
but at the same point,
keep
like
going.
if I was running, like a restaurant or something, this would be I would be perfectly happy having this as like my house light lager.
yes, absolutely.
You know, it'd be a toss up between this and like Street Light. Like which one do you want as your light lager?
Yeah, and just over 5%, it's nice and.
Yes, I'd be really down with that. I've always said I used to work in a professional kitchen. You guys know this, but I don't know if all the listeners know this. All four of them or whoever it might be. But we used to always talk like, what would you do? If you opened up a restaurant? What would you do? I'm like, I would open up Roadside Shack. It would just be like burgers and a fryer. Like that's it, nothing fancy. And there would be 2 beers on tap, light and dark. That's it. Done. Like those would be your options.
Now, would they always be the same, or would you cycle in light and light different? Because that might be an interesting twist. You go in because it's a light option and a dark option.
That's it. Yeah, like just light beer and dark beer.
Least.
What? Kind of. Yeah. But here it is. It's just going to be a burger shack. You're getting whatever we can throw on the grill, and then whatever I can drop in a fryer, and that's it. Like there's no veggie option. There is no There is no gluten-free option. Like, this is just what it is. Like, if you can't eat those things, I'm sorry, this is not the place for you.
You know what we should call it? Fuck you, eat me.
There you go. There you go. I like fuck you, eat me.
Yeah, it's a play on fuck you, baby.
Yeah. But I mean, really, like, all I ever would do is just, I'm like, you know what? Give me, like, a seasonal roadside shack out in, like, not Jamesport, but what would be the south side of Riverhead? Not if Jamesport's the north. What would be the south side?
Riverside.
Riverside. All right, so it's like just past there. Like okay, just past the air.
Flanders.
What?
Oh.
Yeah, like Flanders, like right there, like.
Well, North Fork or South Fork?
South Fork.
Okay.
Like you're heading out.
Flanders is on North Fork.
I think we're getting way too into the nitty gritty for a fictional restaurant.
No, dude, we had a lot of spare time. We had a lot of time. Yeah. When you're sitting there waiting for sauce to boil, like so that we're like. All right, this has to simmer for an hour. What are we going to talk about?
I saw one bubble.
Yeah. Like, this is what you would talk about. But, yeah, like, right out there, just after the highway ends, like, what are you going to do? We need a break for a second? All right, stop, grab a burger. All right, now get on the road.
Huh.
That was my whole plan. Genius. Anybody wants to take it, just give me free beers. I'm okay.
No problem. And I really want to sell shirts that say, fuck you, eat me. Like.
There you go. I like it. All right, which one are we pouring out second? Are we going Hoptronic Drift or A-Frame?
A-Frame.
A-Frame, the Pilsner.
A-Frame, the Pilsner.
What are the stats in the Pilsner? I'm gonna guess the IBU. I'm gonna guess the IBU is 31.
It is 13.9.
Hey, I had the right numbers in there. I just had my ESP was a little scrambled.
And I just have to say, it is only listed as 13.9. It is not 13.90. So somebody's slipping.
Either that or they used Excel and the cell was formatted to only go to one decimal place, or it was formatted it without the zero.
Oh.
This is also a nice light 5% alcohol.
Yeah. It is pretty.
A bit lighter. I mean, this is probably 2 shades lighter.
Yeah,
light straw.
Firmly straw. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely straw. On the nose, I get a little bit of the corniness that you kind of expect from a Pilsner. It, like literally just smells exactly like a Pilsner. So if you or anybody's a judge and wants to know, hey, when you smell a Pilsner, what should it smell like? This is it.
Mm.
Yeah, corn. That's it.
Yeah.
You hit it.
But yeah, that's the fermentation byproduct basically that mixed with some of the grain.
Or there may actually be corn in it.
There could be.
Yeah.
It is super light.
Yeah.
Really light in the palate.
Honestly, we should have started with this, but it just said Pilsner,
Right.
so I assumed it was more European than.
Yeah, that's
American.
why. That's why when we first started, I was like, oh yeah, the Pilsner, because in my brain I would have thought we would have started with Pilsner, but not that it mattered. The other one was clean and perfect. It's not gonna screw us up at all. But
But definitely coming back to this after going from the Mexican lager to this one, you can taste how much lighter Pilsner is.
Certainly.
Which almost makes it feel thin
Yes.
and watery, which is kind of sad to me.
yeah, I mean, even with that, it's not obviously. It's just comparison.
Right.
Comparison from the previous beer. It's pretty much a perfect Pilsner.
No, I wish it was a little bit more crisp, but it is nice. It's got a light flavor. The bitterness is appropriate to balance out the sweetness in it. I just don't quite love it as much as the Puebla.
No, I mean, especially for me, anybody who's listened before knows that I want something that's a little bit in your face about the beer. It could be one part of it. It doesn't have to be like a complete, bomb flavor like a vanilla stout or something like that. But it's just Pilsners don't tend to be my style. That being said, I think it was super well done. Maybe a pint for me. I'm glad to drink it because I feel like I'm training myself on what a really good Pilsner is.
Yeah, for me, this would be a pint as well, and more because this is just not the style of beer that I want to drink.
Yeah.
It is well done. It has a nice clean flavor. I don't taste anything off about it at all. It's just there's not enough substance for me to really get me going for more than that. I'll have this. This will be my warm up beer, and then I'm ready to start going.
Yeah.
How about you, Mark?
I'm gonna go bomber on it. Like I said, I wish it was a little bit more crisp. It's just not as interesting or as thirst quenching to me as the Puebla.
No, it could benefit from being a little bit more attenuated. I think a little drier,
or maybe just a little bit more bitterness.
Oh yeah, you could get it with the hops too. True.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
just
feel like
needs a
13
little bit more.
I feel like
anything.
13 is
To me,
low.
it's like if you went 1 degree more in any direction, I'd be more interested in it.
Yeah. No, that's
It's just like a little. It's just a little too blah. It's nice. It's clean. It's clear. But it's just
clear.
nothing special. I don't know. I'm gonna finish it. I'll down it. Maybe use this when you're doing your beer can chicken or something. I don't know.
It would be a good beer can chicken.
Yeah.
I mean,
But
I like.
first, I would need to drink a can of something then pour the beer. Just
Yeah. Well, why not? Just put it.
Yeah, see, that's
Just cut the
interesting.
can. You've got enough cans. Just rip the top off one and dump some in.
Not that this matters in any way, shape, or form, because we're not judging the beer by
Right.
anything. But in general, according to BJCP, Pilsners are like 22 to 40, which is why I sort of guessed 31 or so. Which again, if there were more hops in it, it might have balanced it a little bit more for what we want. Not I'm not judging this in that sense. It's just curiosity to me because 13 sounded low when you mentioned that.
So the last one we have is called Hoptronic Drift, which is a cool name. I like that.
Yeah, I feel like it should have a transformer on it.
I want to go back to one of my favorite words to say: loopulin. Loopulin. Another favorite word that I found that came up today: velocipede.
Ah, what the fuck is that? Okay, I know it.
It's an old-timey bike. One of the old-timey bicycles.
right.
Oh, yes.
The velocipede.
Yes.
It actually was. I believe it was fixed gear. So like you couldn't pedal it, but you would kind of like run. You kind of sit on it and then like run, and then coast as long as you could.
So like a balance bike for a 4-year-old.
Yeah, but it had the big metal wheels.
Yeah. No, I know.
Yeah.
I think I could be completely wrong. I'm just going off like pictures and memory on that. I didn't look it up in any way, shape, or
If you're
form.
listening and yelling at your
Yeah.
phone right now while stuck in traffic,
Because you know what
Send
a
us an
velocipede
email.
is, or you're the velocipede enthusiast in your neighborhood, please let us know.
So, philosophy enthusiast. Sorry, like picturing like a group of people like
They all have
basically
they all have handlebar
They're all
mustaches.
Mike Sweeney.
They all have handlebar mustaches. All of them.
Anyway, this is a New England IPA, correct?
Yes, it is listed as a New England IPA. It is made with their Renegade yeast. It is 7.5% alcohol by volume and 10.3. Again, only one decimal place. IBUs.
10.3 IBUs?
Yes.
Okay. The what I will say is that it does not look like a New England IPA.
No, it's really clear, and this is just cool.
Yeah.
I got a cool angle where I'm looking at the bubbles from underneath.
It's like zoning out.
Yeah, man.
There is some haze to it. I mean, it's definitely has a haze, but it's not like if anybody's like, oh yeah, they dumped out like a Trillium New England IPA.
Yeah,
this
it's
is
definitely not as milkshakey,
It's not a little shaky
At all.
Orange juicy.
No shaky beer.
No,
Yeah.
no shaky beer.
No shaky beer.
The aroma wise, I'm actually getting more of a resinous piney thing than I am anything citrus.
Smells good though.
I like how it smells.
It kind of hits just the beginning of the pine spectrum. It doesn't start going.
There's a little citrus in there.
It doesn't start going overboard.
It's not dank.
No, there's no dank, but it's a piney citrus. Like I feel like there's Citra and Simcoe in here, like together.
Possibly.
I only know that I'm only saying that because there were a couple of beers I had recently at the Bottle Share at Room Beyond, and they had that, and it has a similar approach to it.
It is. I like the flavor on it though. It definitely tastes New England IPA-ish. The bitterness is really restrained. It's got some juice notes from the hops.
I could see how this would be a New England that you enjoy more. And I say that because it feels
it's less like orange juice.
It's a lot less. It's a lot less juicy and a lot less citrusy than when I think of New England.
It is for sure.
And to me, I almost want them to say, "Why are you calling this New England? This should be just a pale ale."
Or even this could definitely be, it would have to be.
I wouldn't call it an IPA. I don't know. I don't think the hop presence is high enough to really call it an IPA. I think this would just be a good pale ale.
I feel like it's a pale ale with late additions, similar to what I'm doing with the chop beer. It actually tastes very similar. Theirs is better, without fucking question. But
you're going down, second.
Yeah, I know. Like I've never seen Mark talk shit ever about anything.
Really?
And epic shit talk.
Oh yeah.
Fucking epic. I just like hurting my feelings. Epic. We'll get to that in a minute.
Okay.
Anyway, so in terms of this beer, I like how it tastes. It's a very good beer. I'm going to give it a bomber, but I will say that this is not a New England IPA. And I judged about 40 of them at NHC, and a lot of those weren't New England IPAs either. But the ones that were New England IPAs were had much more body, and they were just, I hate the word, but juicier. Like it literally was orange juicy. It was much different.
Crushable.
Yeah. In fact, the top two, shout out to Ryan Cook for number 2, but were, I could drink them all day. Like they would have been at least growlers on the podcast. You know what I mean? Like when they're done really well, they're amazing. But that being said, I like the beer a fair bit. I mean, I would like to drink a bunch of this. It doesn't have a lot of bitterness, but it does have some citrus to it. This is more of a beer than a New England IPA is. Sort of just came to me. Like, if you give someone who drinks just standard regular beer or New England IPA, they're going to look at it and go, what the fuck is this? Then they're going to drink it and they're going to go, what the fuck is this?
Yeah. Why did you hand me orange juice and beer together?
Yeah, why is there algae in this? Like,
you gotta clean out your hoses, man. What's going on?
Right, exactly. So, but this would be
carbonate soylent.
Yeah.
Oh,
this is the
no, that was your beer.
we could potentially call this the gateway New England IPA. It's like the pre-New England IPA. Or kind of like I think we said about one beer before, like maybe somebody brewed this and then this started the New England IPA.
Yeah, it's a proto IPA. It's a proto New England IPA.
There you go.
I just don't. If you tell me I'm going to get a New England IPA and then you give me this, I'm a little disappointed.
I'm with you. I felt the same way when I was, opened up the growler and started pouring.
But if you call this a pale ale and you hand this to me, I'm going to be stoked. Because I'm like, this is a pale ale, or an American pale ale. And call it and hand me this, and I'd be like, yeah, this is what I want. A little bit of pine, a little bit of citrus, really bright flavor to it. I dig it. Not stabbing me in the throat with like really sharp hops. I could get on board with that. I'd drink a bomber of this. I really don't care what you want to call it in the end, but I'm going to drink a bomber of this and be happy about it.
Yeah.
I'm with you guys on this one. It's definitely a bomber for me. Not quite what I expect for a New England IPA, but I definitely drink myself 2 glasses of it and enjoy it.
I hate doing that because I mean I try. I realize we're not judging it specifically, but
You said an expectation.
but when you tell me that this is what you're calling it, like I start to look at it for certain things.
Oh yeah, no.
And also, you don't know this when you're looking at the beer menus, and you might see a New England IPA on there and go,
Right.
I want that. And it doesn't behoove anybody, because if somebody gets it, somebody who doesn't have the same viewpoint we do, and they're like, oh, I want a New England IPA. It's not a New England IPA.
Yeah.
Just drink the beer. It's beer. Shut up.
No, I mean this would come in again. Like I said, I think it's a really good beer, and I really like it. Just if you tell me A, I'm gonna expect A.
Right.
I have certain expectations with these things. If you blindfold me and hand me this, fuck it. This is a great beer. I like it. Let's go. Speaking of some great beer, you guys are on the path to making some pretty damn awesome, fantastic, great beer yourselves. So, recently at the 22nd annual Beer, that's the Brewers East End Revival Brew-Off, you guys came home with not 1, not 2, not 3, but 5 different awards.
Yes.
All told between the two of you. So, guys, round of applause.
I'm going to clap for myself.
Well, you're clapping for Mark. And
Yes.
he's clapping for you.
I'm definitely clap for Mark after the shit that he pulled.
Okay, well, we'll talk about that in a little bit. We're going to continue to tease that.
It's all right.
So, if I got this right, Mark, you got 3rd in pale American beers and mixed styles for your Kolsch.
That is correct.
Justin, you're in the Belgian Strong category. You got 1st with your triple.
Yes.
Bravo. And collaborating between the two of you guys, you've got the Lich King, the aforementioned Lich King.
Yes.
Finished 1st in the wheat beer category and was 2nd in Best in Show.
It was Josh Youngman. You were a very nice guy, but Jesus, why did I have to judge? Why did I have to judge your beer and then send you to the Best in Show table and then have you beat me? And Tom, Jesus Christ, Tom, 47. You gave it a 47. And you picked the other beer at Best in Show. What the fuck?
And lastly, the Imperial Stout was 1st in Stouts and won the Pete Algerio Memorial Cup for the best stout brewed by a beer member.
Yes.
And that was, Justin, that was something that you took home again.
Well, yes. I mean, the Russian Imperial Stout was a collaboration between Mark and I. But
that was the Russian Imperial Stout.
Yeah, that's fine. But the so that was our win together. But I'm housing the trophy in the ribbon.
Yeah, well, we brewed it at your house. So.
Yeah, that's true.
There you go.
That's a good point.
Let's go back home. I
feel less bad about it now.
That's a good divider. Like where do we put these things? Well, it was brewed at your house, so it goes back home to you.
Right. Yes. So yeah, that was unbelievable. The best part was sweating the Best in Show table, where I didn't even know that the Imperial Stout and the Triple were up there.
Right.
And he was so stressed out with the fact knowing that the Lich King was there.
I thought I knew
he would have had a heart attack.
So you had 3 beers on the Best in Show table?
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
I saw who was judging, and I was like, man, I really think the Lichtenhainer has a good shot at winning. Like I mean, if I were to have bet money, I would have bet it won.
Okay.
And I had no knowledge of the score it was given prior to knowing that. I just knew it was at the table, and I was sitting there. I mean, I couldn't even breathe. Just watching.
Yeah, he was like really freaking out, and
did you bring him a paper bag? Let him.
It was fucking close to that. I'm not kidding. My stomach hurt when it was over. I couldn't eat or drink. Like I wanted another beer, and I couldn't. I just couldn't do it.
Just so you know, that's how I feel coaching every year at the tournament. Like, that's what it is. Like I can't eat.
I was just holding my breath watching it, and then I'm like, I can't even describe it. I'm not going through the whole story again because I get crazy. But it was nuts. And if I knew that I had the other two up there, I would have died.
You would have been apoplectic. You would have
I would have had to sit in the corner and rock.
I'm okay. You would have brought your headphones out. You would have just been sitting there rocking in the corner.
Yeah, it was just not. It would have been too much. But the best part was I had forgotten we entered the Imperial Stout because I totally forgot. And then they're like,
great.
They go Event Horizon. I'm like, some other motherfucker picked that name. Like,
you were that far out.
Yeah, I just
somebody else named their beer the same as mine.
And
Fuck them.
They said my name, and I was like, fuck. I put it. Oh, I guess I did.
Did you think that you had possibly entered the wrong beer?
Because I've done that.
Oh wait, I put that in. Somehow it still won. That's awesome.
No, and the triple was cool because Mark actually he judged the triples, so it was fun to see his face when he realized that he judged my beer as the best of that table. So that was cool, especially considering the weekend before that,
Right.
the three of us sampled that beer and it tasted like dog shit because it was oxidized to no end. I thought I was dead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Was that the ones that you dumped all
Yeah,
out
right.
like, at your house? Oh, yeah, they did not taste right.
Nah, I have some bombers left of it though, so we'll try those on Memorial Day.
But
Okay.
yeah, I was really surprised to get the third place for the Kolsch, and then
Oh yeah.
you know, Justin's 2 wins for the stout and the triple. It was like, wow.
There you go.
And then we won. And then we won between the two of us. We won 3 or 4 raffles.
3, I think.
3 raffles.
Okay,
And we were
so-
like,
So what did you win with the raffles? Did you win malt or hops?
no. We won. Actually, that's not true. For one of the raffles, it did have the little malt thing, the free sack of malt, and the.
Oh, that was in the bag? Oh, I didn't realize
Nice.
that. I thought you picked that up off the price
No,
table.
that's going to be our sack of Vienna. We have between Mark and I think we have over 300 pounds of grain now. No, over 200 pounds of grain.
It's okay.
Yeah, easily
Yeah.
over
Yeah.
2.
You too.
I would say you can go to the next beer meeting and like talk about it, but they're just going to support you in your problem here. They're not going to like try to like help you out and be like, listen, maybe you need to back off a little. No, like, no, man. I think it's great because that means you're going to be making more delicious beer that I get to drink. So
Yeah, it's really
I'm
cool.
excited.
And speaking of delicious beer, Mark and I are both in the chopped competition for LIBME. So we
Ooh,
both
fun.
randomly picked. I think we talked about it briefly on here once before. We randomly picked a style
Yeah.
and two flavors. Mine's pale ale, grapefruit, and wood. And I am unhappy with this selection because I don't particularly like pale ales and I don't particularly like grapefruit. Though I don't hate it as much as Mark does.
But you love wood.
I do love the wood, especially how it tastes.
You see what I did there?
Yeah.
See what I did? Wood in his mouth.
Right. You always think it. So so I'm over here in the corner and I'm just brewing. And I'm worried about it. So I'm talking to my friend about it and shit. And man, it just hurts my feelings at every turn. It's unfucking believable. I wake up to a picture of his beautiful tropical stout that I hope tastes like a fucking rotting asshole. And he goes, "You're in trouble." And I'm like, okay, shots fired, no problem. So I just keep talking to him. And then like, I don't know, probably a week later, we're chatting. And he goes, he out of nowhere, literally fucking completely out of nowhere, goes, "Hey, does your pale ale taste like an old shoe yet?" And I'm like,
Is that what you said?
something like that, old shoe, a flip flop, or something. I don't know what you said, but I'm like, I'm then thinking to myself, why would it do that? Like, I was confused, and I'm like, why would it do that? It was through dirty fermentation chamber, and I'm like, oh, that's fucking mean. It's so mean because it's relatively accurate.
So did you just like weep in the corner?
No, but I
Did you
really
say
did hurt my fucking feelings for a second, like a split second. I was like, "Ow!" And then like it was all over. It was fine.
that? Then you guys hugged it out next time?
No, I didn't even bring it up because it wasn't a big deal. But at the moment, because I was really thinking to myself, "Oh, he's trying to help me here." Like for a split second, I thought I was getting help, but no, he's just a fucking like. He held out the little fruit at the end of the table and just kicked me in the face.
You're
There you go.
soliciting help from all of the pro brewers that we know.
I actually overplayed that. I didn't contact half the people I said I did.
And Mark, you have he said a tropical stout? What's going on
Yeah,
with
so
yours? How's that going?
I drew dark British beer.
Okay.
So it could have been stout, imperial stout,
Okay.
tropical stout. I went tropical stout just because it sounded interesting.
But
Or
I've
like-
always
or it could have
wanted
been
to
milk
brew
stout.
one.
Yeah, tropical stout is like an imperial milk stout.
Yeah. You gotta
So,
mix it up a little bit.
Yeah, and I thought that would be good, but I got that with smoked malt and
Okay.
PB2, which is powdered peanut butter.
Yeah, I like when he pulled smoke malt. I wanted to fucking kill somebody because like that's just like literally the wheelhouse. Like dark British beer, okay, like that's not exactly what Mark always does, but he does them very well. Does very good stouts and porters. And then to pull smoke malt, I'm like, oh great.
Everything's going up mill.
It's like, all he's got to do is pull wood next, and like
Yeah.
and forget about it.
Oh, he's married, so he pulled one himself. I want you to feel like I'm not just firing at you.
Okay, I appreciate that. But yeah, I think both of them will be really interesting, and we'll be tasting that on June 6th at the LIBME meeting. We'll see what goes on. I hope one of us wins. As long as one of us wins, I'm okay with it. But if we don't, then I want more votes than Mark, especially now.
I might have to find a way to sneak into that meeting.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to be a problem.
I'm pretty sure you don't need to sneak.
And by sneak, I mean literally just walk and be like, hey, what's up, people? I know like half of you anyway. What's up?
Yes. So, and also an LIBME thing that everyone can go to if you want to. On May 26th, the Saturday for Memorial Day weekend, they're doing the release for the ModBot.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was a collaboration that Long Island and LIBME did together. I was there when it was brewed. It was really cool.
And that's the one that you made the tap handles for?
Yeah. So
and Mark made 500 memes for?
Yes.
Yes, Mark paid an exorbitant amount of money to make 27 memes, and none of these were picked. For
The
the
grand
record.
sum of 0.
Yes.
Yes.
So
You were paid in exposure. And like all upcoming artists, you were paid in exposure. And
everybody,
Oh, my penis.
everybody at this table will be at my Memorial Day party because I schedule poorly and forget things.
Right.
But go down and support it and check it out. It should be a couple different establishments as well.
Yeah, but
Hopefully-
Greg's got his covered. He's going to bring us some.
Yeah. Greg Kelly's gonna bring us some, and so I hope that you hear that, Greg. I'm just reminding you again. I know you won't forget. So
do the right thing, Greg.
yeah,
Do the right thing. Greg, if you're watching on YouTube, I'm looking at you.
No, he's
right
definitely not watching it.
no, if he's watching on YouTube, he hit a tree. He listens to us on the way to work.
Okay. Don't watch on YouTube right
No,
now.
definitely don't. Because I'm not wearing pants.
I thought that was your foot.
All right.
What's the stuff you should know saying? Like pants off, mics on, or something?
Mics on, pants off, baby. That's what we do.
And with that note, I'm gonna go take the rest of my clothes off. Cheers.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
If you enjoyed Beertastic Voyage, please be sure to subscribe wherever you get your podcasts, and don't forget to review and rate us. The guys can be found online at www.beertasticvoyage.com, on Facebook at www.facebook.com/beertasticvoyage, and Twitter and Instagram at Beertastic Show, or send them a good old-fashioned email at beertasticvoyage@gmail.com. Thanks for listening, and cheers for local beers.